Hello everyone, this is Marshee, and I'm coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. Today on Cloud Kingdom LE, we have a TvZ, a Terran versus Zerg. But before anything else, let's go ahead and introduce the players spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the red Zerg player. We have Honest. And spawning in the top right of Cloud Kingdom on Root Gaming, Team Root, we have ROOTdrewbie. This game was posted on Arcasted. I don't know by who, but this is Grandmaster level of play. Both players are in the pro scene as well. So, very excited to see what sort of action we're going to see here. Usually stuff posted on Arcasted. They're very entertaining games, very interesting game. They're not your run-of-the-mill, follow the normal standard, and etc., etc. Oh, well, looks like they're both not Grandmaster. So, Master level play, at least, we do know Drewbie is in Masters League. I'm pretty sure he competes sometimes. I'm not quite sure. So, anyways, both players being very chatty in the very beginning of the game. Not much to see, not much going on, really. TvZ is pretty much identical in every way, shape, and form. Honest going to go for that 15 hatchery. Should see that thrown down exactly right on time as soon as he got that 300 minerals. And Drewbie, we're going to have to see what he's going to do. Looks like he's saving up the minerals to go command center first. And that's exactly what he's doing. So command center first on Cloud Kingdom. He knows that Honest is most likely going to go 15 hatch, and once Honest sees that he is going command center first, I wouldn't even be surprised if Honest took a very quick third right now. But he is grabbing his spawning pool, playing 16 spawning pool. It does look like. And the cool thing with 16 spawning pool is you get 15 hatchery. Your spawning pool and hatchery will finish at the same time, and therefore you can start double queen production. Honest poking on in there does see the command center being about halfway completed. So Honest does have a good idea that Drewbie is command centering first. So he doesn't have to worry about any sort of aggression just yet. And not wanting to grab a quick third like I originally thought. He's banking quite a lot of minerals. And he's actually going to make 2 queens right now. Yeah, that drains the funds. This drains the Zerg player. But 2 bases on 2 bases so far. Will Drewbie try to do something, some sort of 2-base play out of this, or will he go for another quick command center, go in the 3 CCs to really saturate his mineral line with SCVs and workers here? But orbital commands are being researched on both of them, so he will be able to drop those double mules and really get that income boost he needs. And a little interesting thing I saw on our Starcraft that mules are actually needed. They keep Terran in the economically with Protoss and Zerg. Obviously, Zerg can just make billions of drones whenever he wants, but and Protoss has chrono boost, but SCVs have to like move and go to building locations and work, and like the time they're not working, they could be mining. So trade-offs like that, I thought was very interesting. Of course, a thing full of mules on a gold mineral patch was just like insanely overpowered back in the day. But Terran has seen its fair share of nerfs, and even as a Zerg player, I feel like they got nerfed way too hard. Anyway, STEM starting to be researched by Drewbie right now. Is he going to go for a STEM timing with Marauders and Marines? Don't know. He still has another 150 seconds before that finishes, so we're going to have to wait and find out. Factory being constructed as well. Will we see a reactor being thrown on it, and then a starport, maybe Marine, Marauder, medevacs here? But third being taken by Honest. Very sound decision. Not going to do anything crazy. He did just now get his gas. Just started mining gas, so he will be able to start adding evolution chambers and researching upgrades if he wants, which is not what he's doing. He's actually making a macro hatch there. So, but I would expect after this queen he would start lair once he gets the minerals for it. Terran adding both of his gases at his natural, getting that starport and making that reactor. So it looks like he is going to go into medevacs here. He is producing quite a fair number of Marines. No Marauders just yet. He's actually queuing up Marines. So not as efficient as you would hope, but it's better to I guess queue up Marines than miss a Marine. So good creep spread from Honest, getting his creep all the way to the 3rd, and he does have quite a bit of queens here. 6 queens does look like. So he's got 3 for each hatchery and 3 to start laying those creep, pooping out them tumors. But very standard macro game from both players thus far. Roach Warren coming out for Honest. A little hesitant here. He hasn't seen much outside the natural of Drewbie, so he doesn't know if there's going to be any sort of Hellion play or any sort of Banshee play. So Queen's very good against Banshees, and Hellions, or Roach is very good against Hellions. So just being safe, and for 150 minerals, not that big of an investment. Just, well, I guess 200 minerals cost of the drone as well, so not that big of an investment. One Overlord does get popped by Honest, and that is going to supply block him. So 16 Marines and 2 medevacs on the map for Drewbie. By the time he gets there, combat shield won't be done quite yet. +1/+1 just now started as well, but he does have stem, so he's going to try to hit this stem timing here, at least clear up some creep tumors as well, and force Honest to start making units besides drones. 8 roaches in production, and quite a nice swell of Zerglings here. And yeah, Drewbie, there's no way he's going to be able to take this. I would maybe suggest slowing down scans, getting rid of creep tumors, at least make this trip out here worthwhile. Or yeah, he's going to kill 1 creep tumor. But if anything, Drewbie has forced him to start making roaches, and Zerglings instead of stepping behind here, roaches in pursuit, going to kill out a few Zerglings here. Not too much lost by Drewbie. Roaches are quick, but they don't have that glial reconstitution upgrade as well. But combat shield's just now about to finish. Now he's going to start clearing out the creep tumors. He needs to be careful. That very quick pickup. But these queens are in pursuit, but they are not going to be able to get to them in time. 3rd command center up for Drewbie. He's going into tank production here. So he is going to go Marine medevac tank here. Honest grabbing that infestation pit. Where is it at? Not yet grabbing pathogen glands, so the investors can't exactly start out with fungals, but good blocking of this expansion by Honest. Just sending a few Zerglings here, just being so annoying. Finally, tanks will drive away these lings, and he can finally sit back down. I hear a Viking. Yep, Viking on the map for Drewbie, and just making 1 Viking is really good. It picks off overlords across the map. But as I say this, a huge run by coming into the main here, or into the 3rd, I should say. But with a tank in position here on the high ground and these Marines, going to be a-okay there, and Vikings still patrolling across the map. Meanwhile, Honest, supply like he is grabbing his 4th right now. Extremely insane good creep spread from him. It's his whole half of the map is now purple. 2 medevacs with the initial group of reinforcements are coming in, but with a spine crawler, or 2 spine crawlers and a spore crawler here, that is not going to do that much damage. How much pay attention is he going to pay? Oh, he's dropping the Marines, and so many Marines just died right then. And Drewbie not really paying attention to his own drops, losing a lot of Marines and a medevac in that little exchange, basically for free. And here comes this massive creep spread from Honest. It's very impressive creep spread at the 13-minute mark. And getting up this ramp is a pain in the tail, but he should be able to do it just fine. And how is the army looking for Drewbie? Lots of Marines, lots of tanks here. So once again, it all comes down to positioning in these Marine tank medevac battles. Only 2 medevacs with the group so far, 2 more added along the way, so not as high as a medevac count as you would like, but +2 is around 110 seconds from finishing, and that's when you should see Drewbie head out and try to make something happen here. Look at just all these creep teamers, it's insane. One medevac almost dying to a queen run by. So some triple hooks and infestors, +2 for the Zerg player is going to be on the way. But look at all these lings and infestors. Infestors going to do so much damage against this heavy bio army. Alive going to try to clean up some of this creep here, splitting his marines, trying to kill off all these creep teamers, just buying time. And some roaches coming out here going to drive them away. But only 4 tanks so far. Do they have +1? They do not, but that's going to be finished in the next 15 seconds. But the tanks are on siege, and here comes the lings. A huge swarm of lings, and they're going to completely surround Drewbie's army. Oh my god. This is insane. So many lings don't even need infestors for this battle. And here comes the rest of the units. All the Zerglings are getting clumped up, finally getting taken out by the Queens, but huge fungal coming down from Honest. Infested Terrans galore. I think Drewbie will hold this just barely, but he lost way more than he should have in that engagement there. Completely unreacting to the swarm of Zerglings completely surrounding his army. And huge hit from huge attack by Honest, grabbing when none of his units were sieged up. But and now +3 and adrenal glands along the way. So this army is going to be scary. Spire on the way, Ultralisk Cavern on the way, and this is going to get really scary really quick. Oh, another sick bungle from the from Honest here, and he's just going to get his army completely cleaned up. Honest not even making this fight close. Queen's taking out a tank, and Drewbie getting pushed back here, but very good trades by Honest. We're taking a look at the units lost, definitely in the Terran's favor, and that is not good, especially when you are down 2 bases. So you need to be trading efficiently as Terran player, but you're not. He's actually making a lot more Marauders, so they don't die to Zerglings as quickly, believe it or not. Add a little bit more meat to this army. The force being put down here, but it's probably going to be forced back up as this massive amount of Zerglings are pushing across the map now. Tanks still on siege. Another sick fungal by Honest, taking out a medevac, making all the other units in the red and orange here. And Honest just so far had 5 Ultralisk in production, +3, and chitinous plating almost being done, and that's going to be a scary sight. Zergling has been chewing on this command center forever now, and a good deal of Marauders on the map. So I don't know if Drewbie has saw that there is in fact an Ultralisk den. Yes, he did see it happening. Did he click on it? Not quite sure, but that is going to delay the Broodlords for just a little bit. But here comes a huge engagement with Queens. 1 tank going down. These tanks are very naked. And yeah, another tank being killed. And here, yeah, we should see a huge counterattack. Don't know why we didn't see it. You definitely could have gotten some lings in here before Drewbie closed the whole barrier. Meanwhile, massive battle in the middle here. Oh my gosh, Drewbie's army is just getting completely annihilated. These Ultralists not even taking damage. Great fungals going down on the army. And yes, Drewbie has been fighting an uphill battle for a very long time now. Adding a bunch more command centers. How is his production? Yeah, he's going into full Marauder production, and once he does that, once he gets enough Marauders out, making these Ultralisk useless, Honest is going to tech switch into Broodlords, and that is going to be a very hard battle to come, or a battle to fight. like I said, lots of Marauders is +3. No, +3, just about done here. Making Thor's Marauders and Marines here. Getting up sensor towers just so Drewbie can find out where this Zerg army is going to attack from. But this is a very scary army, even with Corruptors. Even if he doesn't make any Broodlords, this will definitely help against Medivacs for sure. But no, he's just going to go straight into Broodlords. And this is going to be a scary, scary fight. So how will Drewbie come back from this? He is maxed out, believe it or not, but how many of it is workers? He's got 81 workers right now. And it feels like he just doesn't have an army, but it could just be how many Zerglings Honest does have. So Viking being annoying as hell. Getting 4 kills and an Overlord. So, but right now, Drewbie's making command centers around, probably going to make that into a planetary, sort of sandwiching his own army into the mix of things. I'd like to see him be a little bit more active with drops, trying to, or well, he is trying to be more active with drops, but when you have that many spine crawlers, it's hard to do much of anything. But as I say that, another huge battle coming in. Broodlord's initiating the fight. Great, beautiful bungles going down, but I don't know how Drewbie is going to hold this. He does have Marauders firing away, but they just won't die. Great transfuses from the Queens on these Ultralisks in Drewbie's army. This battle wasn't even close. Ultralisks, oh my gosh, Planetary Fortress getting a bunch of kills. Queens joining into the fight. More reinforcements for Drewbie here. Going to try to take out, finally one Ultralisk does go down. Another Ultralisk as well will go down in these Marauders are just doing all they can, but more fungals on the Medivacs. So now the Medivacs are going to be chilled in place here, and this Honest is not even making the game close. Broodlings flying everywhere. More reinforcements streaming in from Drewbie. Finally getting Vikings out, but with Corruptors, with not even +1 anymore. So SCV's being pulled to fight, and Drewbie is plummeting in supply here. And even if he does kill this army, yeah, Zerg, the LOL race, Honest says that as well, and Drewbie leaves the game. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this game. My info is in the comment section of the videos, and thank you, and see you again next time. See you later.